What up, y'all? What's going on with y'all? Hey, now, let's see. What up, y'all? Welcome to Capping with Kev Mac. Me and DJ finna come on for a minute. Try to keep it real short tonight because I'm not in one of the greatest of moods mentally, right? So my physical being is not so great either. But my title says that Rams plus 2.5 told the entire story. Now, let me start by saying this. It's obvious I am speaking after the fact because now, of course, it's over. So it's like Monday morning quarterbacking, but everything's clear now. I mentioned it on my live earlier that that Rams spread, and I know Vegas, it just wasn't right. It was telling you that the Rams was going to win. But still, I thought the Vikings was a better team, and the Vikings should and would win that game. But here's what I want to say about the entire story. Number one, Rams plus 2.5. The reason why, number one, they at home. Number two, they got some injuries on the Vikings got injuries on defense. Number three, Rams had Puka back. Rams had one of their big play receivers back. Number four, I think the Vikings defense isn't what we thought it was 2 weeks ago. After playing the Lions and now seeing them lose to the Rams, you can see the Vikings ain't all that great on defense. They're not the purple people eaters. And though I've come to like the Vikings quarterback this year, tonight he just did like Cousins and them. He showed who he really is at the end of that game. And then on top of it, and that's the last thing I'm gonna say about the point spread telling the entire story. I believe they knew the referees was going to help the Rams to a victory. I seen two plays, and they were important because the Rams scored on both drives. The penalty when the Rams was backed up against the end zone, they had like a bunch of plays. They had two third downs that end up first downs, and then that face mask penalty that they didn't call. Man, I think I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist, but when it comes to this sports shit, it will make you be a conspiracy theorist. I think the refs was helping the Rams. Whether they bet on the Rams, I'm not saying that, but I do think they knew that they were supposed to call calls in the Rams' favor tonight. Oh, the play I'm talking about, the first play is that fake holding on the cornerback, that fake holding, that ghost holding that gave them a first down. That was bullshit. 5 yards and a first down. They went and scored. They went all the way downfield and scored a touchdown. That was some bullshit. But yeah, so I'm telling y'all. So for those that listen, Ram game aside, and I spoke on this once before. Those lines, man, I'm telling you, those lines. Big Devil came on here. Big Devil talked about it like twice. But Devil can read a line better than me, obviously. But those lines tell you something, man. Now, when you see a line like that, when you think the Vikings should be favored by 7.5 or more, and they only favored by 2.5. Now is when you do your homework. You start thinking, why is this line like that? Could be a trick. Sometimes it's a trick. But if you look at that line, you say, damn, the Rams at home. What do Mac tell you all the time? Recipe for Success. What did Mac tell you he put in his book? The home underdog wins almost all of the time. This is written in stone, man. This has been happening for decades. This ain't nothing new. The home underdogs be winning, man. On top of it, you have to look at everything. Look at injuries. I didn't look at the injuries because I wasn't betting on that game, but you have to look at the injuries. You have to see who's coming back. You have to check the weather. Of course, they're not playing outdoors in no snow or nothing like that, but you have to check the weather reports. You have to check to see what quarterbacks or what teams do good on grass as opposed to turf. What teams are good at home and what teams are bad on the road. You have to factor all that stuff in. I don't know that you can factor in the refs are going to cheat, but Shit, I think it was pretty obvious. Even Ram fans are saying they'll take them fake penalties. They happy with it. I would be too if I had my money on it or it was my team. You're only gonna complain when the calls go against your team or against your money. If it ain't your team or your money, you're not gonna complain. But yeah, you have to be careful with them lines, man. Even like I'm gonna tell you a line that I didn't peep, a line that I didn't think was good. Kennesaw State plus 27.5 against undefeated Liberty. Now let's look at that. Starting with number one. What does Kel-Mac always say? I just said it. What did Kel-Mac say he put in the book? I said I wrote it 2005, 9 years ago, but I learned this when I was in prison. So that was 30 years ago, 29 years ago, I learned this in prison. If anybody forgot already, if your memory is that short, home underdogs. Kennesaw State was a home underdog. Let me throw in the part I left out. Not only do they win outright. So Kennesaw State, once again, man, 27.5 points, they won right out. We just seen it happen in another game. Old Dominion just beat Georgia Southern, but it was only a 1-point spread, but home underdog, won straight up. Seen it the other day on them week Tuesday, them week games. I think both underdogs won those games. Both of them was upsets. So pay attention to what I'm telling y'all, man. We, like DJ said, we're not going to be right all the time. We ain't going to take y'all to the bank every time, but
nobody be right every time.
You have to grab these gems we be giving you. You have to put this in your head to remember these type of things because they can become important if you're betting big money or you betting often.
Yeah, but how hard is it to follow even to follow your
very hard
what you know what I mean, because we even see these, it's just like the Lakers, right? Like I knew that the Lakers lost 6 home openers with LeBron. They lost 6 straight. This was the first time they ever won a home opener and or a season opener. And but that +1, I've said this before. Usually, when you have a team that's +1 and -1, that team that's +1 wins for whatever reason. It's a trap line because they know everybody gonna jump on that -1 for the one team, for the team that really should win the game. But it's just some reason that they know that other team, and that's why the money line is so short. And it's just the +1. You take the +1, but most of the time they're gonna win.
That's an excellent question because for me, that question is my answer is it's very hard to pull the trigger. It's very hard because you find yourself fighting logic with how you feel. So that's the battle within the individual. But what you just said, even though it's only 1 point, just like the Old Dominion game, what's the end result? I said it twice already. I put it in the book in 2005. The home underdog won straight up. It's a trend that's been going on for 30 years, bro. I got hip to it 29 years ago.
Another trend that everybody been talking about is the Lions. When the team plays the Lions, they lose the next week. And it's been going on for a while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I seen a breakdown again of it today. I don't know if I can find it, but yeah, it's like every team, like they play the Lions, whether the Lions win or lose, that team loses the very next game.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Far, it's been 5. I remember one was like, I get Tampa Bay after they played the Lions, they played the Broncos and lost. Who else was on there? Obviously Minnesota today, but they played the Lions last week. I think Arizona on there. It was a couple teams on there, but so far, yeah, it's crazy.
I don't take your win serious because a while back you said when you hit you was gonna send me something. You ain't never sent me nothing, so I don't take your stuff serious.
Yeah, so you must not be hitting like you say you is.
Minnesota played the Lions last week. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a good trend. I got another one for y'all, some game for y'all. This is a free game. Y'all getting free game. Whether you take it or you believe it is on you. But teams, when I say this, a lot of y'all going to understand it though. But teams that have big wins, this go for every sport. A team coming off a big win usually have a letdown the following week. And the reason why, especially in college basketball and college football, they be looking forward to these big games. And this is like their Super Bowl, their playoff game, because this team is sorry or this team is average, and they beat a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top 10 school, and then they feeling themselves. They not even preparing for the next school. They still living off last week.
Yeah.
And boom, a letdown comes. Happens a lot, man.
We call that the humbling.
Man.
They get straight humble. But that's why, I say too, you have to have your go-tos. You have to have your ones, your guys, your certain players or your certain teams where I know this going to cover. I know they're going to cover this. I'm going to give y'all another one. I've been giving y'all my little sausage these last couple, but I'm going to give y'all another one with NBA. Boston Celtics first half over 60 points. They average like 60 points in the first half most of the season. Is it going to hit every single game? Absolutely not. But is it going to hit a lot of games, especially in the beginning of the season where the books is sleeping? Absolutely. It's going to hit. Good parlays right now for game 1 tomorrow. I do not mess with those. Like when they have those pre-made parlays, it's kind of hard. Like because they're not trying to give out no pre-made winners. You feel me? Like it's tough. But not FanDuel. They have the boosts, right? So in Vegas, on William Hill and Caesars, they be having these boosts, and I gotta keep it real. They do be having some good boosts. Today they had Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle each to go over like 25,
Easy
and they
money.
30 something. It was plus 600.
Easy money.
I thought about it. Did I take it? Absolutely not.
Damn. I wish you would have called me. I liked it.
Yeah, plus 600. Like should have took. They both had 30, and that's the type of stuff I was doing last year when Randall was on the Knicks. Because Randall, it will be Randall 25 and it will be Brunson 25. And a lot of times you could take it for good money.
2011, that's
if it starts getting close, you could hedge and bet the opposite way. So if Randall is looking like he's not going to get it, sometimes you can hedge. Even if I'm at plus 600 on a boost. So if I can hedge for straight just to at least win my money back, I'm straight. Even if that lose, I'm still up because this bet was plus 600. You feel me? So I'm still making that up. You know what I'm saying? Because 600 is 6 times your money. If I bet 1 time my money, I still win 5 times my money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a good one. And that's why I gotta just start going harder on these plays because like I know what to do. I know what it is, but it's like I don't be believing it and everything. Sometimes I try to not make so many plays. And I try to not give out so many plays, try to give out just a couple, that I'm comfortable with. Because if you can win, I'll be trying to teach people, if you could just hit one and win one, you up for the day, you move on to tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But if you win one and lose 2 and keep doubling down, like that's how you end up, in a negative.
Hey,
but
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought you was finished, but I was going to say this, and for anybody in the chat or anybody catching the replay, if you pay attention to drive props, the Rams to punt was plus 475 on that drive where they had a 3rd down and they called the fake holding. The same drive I was talking about, they went down and scored a touchdown. If they don't call that the Rams punt, you get 475, man.
Hey, but it was like plus 440 or plus 450. for the Vikings to kick on that drive before the last drive,
Mhm.
it was like +4 something on that drive. And what they do, they ended up punting because he got sacked. For him to get sacked on that drive was +190.
Mm.
And I typed it and I typed the bet in and I was finna hit it and I said, should I do it? Double my money is +190. That's a double up. Didn't even do it. Said, now let me see. Let me see a couple more drives. Let me see how it's looking. Man, I knew goddamn well he was gonna get sacked. Why did I not just push the play? You feel me? That's why, I'm trying to build up this bankroll, you know what I mean, so I can really start making all these plays the way I like it and the way I want to. And I know I'm gonna come out on top. You feel me?
Look, homie. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Vibo.
Vibo 28.
All right, so Vibo, here's my thing, homie. And I'm not saying this like you contesting or going against what I'm saying. I'm just saying this to you as we give out this free game over here with Captain with Kevin, co-host Go Young DJ. So I say these things, I give y'all jewels. It's on you guys to take them and listen, pay attention. Anytime I call myself giving y'all free game or some jewels, you can research them and you're going to find that I'm not bullshitting you. I'm really trying to give y'all some insight like I learned. It took me years to learn a lot of this stuff that I tell y'all. Of course, everything's not going to happen every time, but you just showed that to support what I said. Bama beat Georgia, lost to Vanderbilt. That's what happens, man. It's not nothing new. Like the game has really changed, but the outcomes really stayed the same. The same trends for all these years I've been betting still been going on. But DJ brought up a great point because I'm not that guy, and I'm not going to profess to be that guy that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you just like patient, but not patient. Discipline. I'm not that disciplined guy that can take my bankroll, even if I'm broke, $15, $20, and say, well, I know this and that's gonna happen, and bet it. I always go with my eyesight, which tends to be on the lower side of winning. I'd be like, no, the Vikings is better than the Rams.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a Laker fan, I'm a big Laker fan, I was excited to see game one. I talked to DJ on the phone. I don't know if you remember. He told me that LeBron stat, and he told me something about Minnesota. He liked Minnesota -1. I didn't contest that. You know why? Because I already thought Minnesota was going to win, and he giving me some stats to support what I was thinking already, though I did not bet on that game either. I for sure would have took the Timberwolves before the game started.
Exactly.
So
and they probably would have won. Probably should have won. Look how the Lakers was up 20 and blew that whole lead.
Yeah, they did.
You feel me? That's like I said. That's the only reason Bronny got in because they was up a dub. You feel me? So that game, if Timberwolves would have played with more effort or even the same effort that they did tonight, they won tonight.
Yeah.
Kings, you know what I mean? They could have held in and kept that game close and maybe even won that game. You know what I'm saying? Because everything had that game pointing towards the Lakers losing. But Timberwolves didn't come with the energy that they needed to, and shit. And AD was on one.
Where did the Chiefs and 49ers play at?
They played in San Francisco.
But Frisco was underdogs?
No, Kansas City was underdogs.
Okay. They was favorite.
And remember, I don't know if you remember, but I took Kansas City. Yeah. And for sure they hit.
So that don't even go against nothing I said tonight. I was just asking. I was wondering. But anyway, Lakers home underdog. But it's just so hard to pull the trigger. And the reason why is because you know damn well in your head
they should win.
That team that's favorite should really win. And I think I don't know how they know, but I think odds makers already know how to get you. They already know you're going to think this team going to win too. I can't figure out how they actually know the team going to lose though. But
they know what the public is going to be on. They know that you're going to use your eyes and say, this is what should happen. Mm-hmm. And most likely they're going to make the line look so easy
that you gotta take it.
Double, not only take it, you probably gonna double up.
Double up, money line.
You probably gonna go hard on it, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, boom, they got your money. You feel me? But even in that game, it was plenty of opportunities for the Vikings to win that game. They just couldn't pull it off, couldn't finish it out. But when you take the line early, like especially a line like 2.5, you take that line that early, and then the game gets tied or the game just start looking close, very close to the end, you better off just taking the other team and hedging yourself, and that way you either win or you break even. Because if you take -2.5 for -110, -115, or -120, whatever it is, at a certain that team is favored and they score first, so that other team is going to be plus money. So you got -3.5, and then you take plus money for the other team money line, or the other team at +3.5. You feel me? One of those is gonna win, and if you hit that plus, you really gonna make that money back. Because I'm sure at some point it was +165, plus probably somewhere in the 200, especially on that first score. You feel me? They was up 14-7. I'm sure the Rams was plus money to win that, so you really could have hedged that. Really could have bet the opposite way and mitigated your loss.
I'm glad you brought that up because the same with Kennesaw State, dog. Plus 27.5. Kennesaw State was winning and was still plus money. They were still giving them 20.5. Then it went down to 10.5 and then 9.5. You could have got money line that whole game plus money, dog.
That's what I be saying. Sometimes you gotta just know how to hedge and know how to like. And that's why I speak on watching these games too, not just watching the box score. If I'm watching a game, I can gauge how the game is gonna go or how it's supposed to go. Like I said this before, live betting is really my thing. Like I'm a beast at live betting, straight, not live parlaying, but just live straight games. Like that's always been my bread and butter right there. You feel me? Because I could watch a game and just see how it's going, and pretty much know who gonna win, and who gonna do that.
It don't always work out, but I agree for the most part.
So, Kevin's a beast too at that live betting. Man.
So this is what I was gonna say earlier, but I didn't want to just jump in and throw it in there. But that Laker game, once it started, like the first few minutes, maybe 3 or 4, I'm gonna say like 3.5 to 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the Lakers was gonna win, and I was wishing I had money to put on the Lakers because exactly what you said. I seen they were low energy when the game started.
The man had to yell at his teammates, man.
Yeah,
screaming at them dudes like that. Let you know right there, like they head not in it tonight.
Yeah. And the Lakers. This is what I've been telling people all day today. I want to address that Bronny too, but I've been telling people all day today. I'm anxious to see what the Lakers look like the next 2 games.
Right.
I think that's going to tell me if this Laker team is going to compete this season because they look so comfortable. They look like they know each other. They look happy to be out there. LeBron didn't even have to work hard, and that's big because LeBron has to carry the Lakers all the time. Now we got AD, and he was so cool with them all-netters. Guess what AD didn't do, y'all? He didn't grab his head. He didn't grab his neck. He didn't grab his shoulders. He didn't grab his knees. He didn't grab his ankles. I think the boy was lifting weights, but whatever he was doing, he's more durable this season as far as what I seen game 1. And even like, he looking strengthy up here. He at the free throw line looking nice and like, even working out. So I want to see that.
When AD is on, he's on. You feel me? And that's why I can never understand why all these previous seasons they wasn't just running the offense through AD. Because when he's on fire, he really can't be touched. Like he can't be stopped. I mean, he's hitting dunks. He's hitting mid-range shots, 3-point shots. Yesterday he had like 3, 4, and 1.
One foot far away is like Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah. But when he on like that, you unstoppable.
Well, see what you saying. I don't know about them, but I know it's true because me and you talked about that all last year. I've been talking about it for years, but I know me and you talked about all last season.
Yeah.
I want to address Bronny real quick. Couple things. You might not like it, ETG North, but look, nothing personal. I posted on my community wall that Bronny was in the props. Bronny was a half a point. It don't matter because you still would have lost. Anybody that bet it would have lost. But Bronny was a half a point. Now, if you seen that, you could have went and put your bet in if you had the paper available. Once the game had started, he was the minus went down, and he came in the game. You actually could have got plus. And so what I'm saying to you is get your bet in early if you really believe that. Also, DJ tell y'all all the time, shop around, get the best odds. So in this case, you could have, I don't know who you use, but through William Hill, you could have actually just stayed on William Hill and got better odds if you would have been on it. I was checking it out because, for one, I wondered if Bronny would see game one. And two, I had mentioned, and I think DJ mentioned, and somebody else on here, I think Buck Wild had mentioned when we was all on together, that we would take the under. This fool ain't gonna score.
Yeah, take the under.
I said he might get 2 rebounds. He ain't getting no damn point. So, you gotta believe it. Like kind of like DJ says. How hard is it for you to pull that trigger? Same with that. You have to believe in your bet. You pull the trigger. But like I said, it don't matter in this case because you still would have lost. We all would have lost. But we wouldn't have lost because we would have went under. But I'm saying
I would have took the under.
Over. If we went over,
yeah,
still would have lost.
I told
everybody somebody had 2.5. They posted on Instagram.
Yeah. I seen FanDuel. I think FanDuel started at like 1.5 or something like that. But wasn't William Hill? Wasn't it half a point?
Yeah, half a point.
All he had to do was score 1 point. He just needed a free throw. He could have.
That's what I was telling motherfuckers. Yeah. A free throw, all he need.
Nah, he didn't get nothing. That under was easy money.
Especially if you parlayed it to something.
And I had said that on the community post. I told everybody, I said, take the under. But then I said, you know what? It'll just void because I don't think he'd get in. But he got in, and that under would have hit because he had the opportunity. He just missed the shot. He took 2 shots, and he missed both of them. But that would have been crazy if he would have hit that first shot. His first in the league was in the first game of the season. His pops dished him the rock, and he just nothing but netted a 3. And that's why I hope he work on his shot. He need to be in the gym. He need to be like Curry. He just need to be shooting 1,000 shots a day. You feel me? Because he don't got the size to really be in the paint like that. He can dunk. He can get to the rim. I've seen him catch a oop, but if he just sit there, if he just become a shooter, because that's what the Lakers really need too. We just need a shooter. Stand there, catch, shoot. You feel me? Play defense, catch, shoot.
We got a couple white boys that can do that now.
Yeah, but is they gonna be consistent enough all season? Like Austin Reeves, he's not really a stand there guy, but he could shoot. Rui could shoot. Rui, he'll stand there and he could shoot. But it's just the consistency.
It's another white boy. I don't know his name.
The Connect, the rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he could hoop. He could shoot. He could do his that. But he's a rookie. You can't put that pressure on him.
No. You can't do that. But shit, that's why he made the team. That fool was balling out. They like, come on, man, you on the squad. I can't wait till Vanderbilt get back, man. We have a little defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bronny played D too a little bit. He was,
he does. He played D, no doubt about it.
And AD, like if you got AD in the paint, it make your job a little easier because AD getting 2-3 blocks a game. You feel me? He blocking shit. Yeah,
he had 3 the other day?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 3. That was another one. A lot of people used to bet that last season too.
Man, that white boy Dalton, how you say his last name?
Dalton Kincaid? No, that's football.
No, the white boy on the Lakers, man. That boy bad.
I think it's Connector.
All right. Yeah, that boy bad. He scored he played 16 minutes. He scored 5 points. but his shot was so beautiful.
Yeah, he was hooping, even though he only had 5.
And then we got Hayes gonna get you a little something now. Like you said, Reeves do his thing. Hachimura, I think Hachi gonna average 16 points a game this
If
year.
he play like he played in the first game,
Yeah,
he's a problem. He gonna be a problem for the rest of the league because he young, he can still move around like that, and he can shoot. He was out there, he dunked on Gobert like twice.
yeah.
And that's what he wasn't really doing last year. He was shooting, but he wasn't really attacking the rim like that. You feel me?
Oh, you said they call him West Side Connect.
That's what's up.
He the
That's
next
a good
Drew
name.
Holiday.
Even though
Drew
he
Holiday be having flashes of brilliance, man.
yeah. But I heard Reddick won't Rui to start rebounding more.
Yeah.
But the good thing has always been
he gotta teach him how to box out. Because
yeah,
Rui like to run. He's agile. He's trying to get out and run.
yeah, agile might be a little fragile too, because he ain't really got that size like that. But
Yeah.
I like the fact that they really, to a certain degree, let AD get the rebounds, and that's why I always like playing his rebounds because they don't fight him for the rebounds. They come off the rim, they just start running the other way, let AD get the rebound. So that's why it's always good for the most part to take his rebounds. But this season, I think they starting off like kind of hot. Last game, it was 12 or 13 off the rip. And it's like, damn. But he can get 15, 16, 20. I mean, he done had 25 rebounds in a game before. You feel me?
2020s, yeah.
So, yeah, and that's something you can ladder. If you got these sports books that let you take all the alternate lines, you take 12, you take 15, you take 18, you take 20, especially if it's a smaller center.
You bet this female dinner on Dodger Yankee. Tell the truth, you wanted to take her out to dinner anyway.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to feel like a trick, so you gave her a bet.
Exactly. You still gonna take her to Sonic drive-through, you feel me? Or take her to Denny's, get a build your own Grand Slam around that mud.
Bronny gonna get a basket, believe it or not, soon.
Yeah, he gonna get a basket. So if he see the court, you feel me?
Right, like if he see the court.
He got in when they was up a dub.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't know if it's gonna be a lot of them type of chances, a lot of games where they up a dub like that. You feel me? If they was up a dub, do he get in? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No. So yeah,
he said he taking it to In-N-Out. He gonna be at the most expensive restaurant in town.
In-N-Out. Shit, nah, man. In-N-Out price is still the same, man.
They cheap.
They kind of cheap. Yeah,
they cheap.
Nowadays, they kind of cheap. What I'm gonna tell you is, don't take her to Five Guys.
Wow.
Because you're gonna have to take out a payday loan.
Oh yeah, because it's so high.
Hell, man. Hell yeah.
High as hell.
Guys. Carl's Jr. Sky High. Man, it's wicked. Take her straight to the In-N-Out.
This fool said the 200 he lost on Bronny. He told his girl their account got hacked.
Man, tell that girl the truth. You bet on LeBron, son, man.
Man.
Tell the truth. Man, you should have bet the under. I don't know how you put 200 on the over. You might as well have put 200 on Lakers money line.
Man, everybody on the under, he take the over.
For real. You take the over? Like, never. Never. Unless it's a prayer. But yeah, he gonna get one eventually. But that first game, nah, it wasn't. I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, I knew it too. But if he get in this second game, I don't know if he'll get a bucket the second game, but I got him getting a bucket soon, man.
Yeah,
that's gonna break him into the league. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was funny. Pops passing the ball, he passed it back.
Yeah. And then Pops went off on shot. He dished it to him. If he would have hit that three, that would have been beautiful. All over Sports Center. You feel me? That would have been on posters. It would have been on the front page, everywhere. Like that was his opportunity.
That was his opportunity because he would have. If he hit a three, that would have bought him a couple more minutes.
Facts. He would have stuck his chest out too. He would have been, But it's just nerves. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't just hit their first, NBA bucket. Like I said, Kobe airballed like 4 shots.
Especially him. He's under a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, man. Even though he's rich already, ain't that crazy? You know what I'm saying? He was born rich, but he's still under a lot of pressure.
He got that name, James, and he been pumped up all these years from high school.
Yeah. But this is your chance. Like the lights is on, you feel me? When you get there, it's like you wanted that fight with Mayweather. Now you there and these lights is bright, you feel me? So it's like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? You talked all that smack, you know what I mean? But nah, some Lakers fans, Lakers fans, we don't really like no shenanigans around our team. You feel me? We just want straight wins. We don't want to hear all this extra stuff. We just care about winning it all at that. You feel me? So, so a lot of people don't like it, but I'm not really mad at it. It's a beautiful thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is a beautiful thing. I mean, we laughed and clowned at Bronny, but now he on the Lakers, I ain't seen nobody clowning right now. It's like he made it. It's the real thing now.
The real thing, It's probably, it was his child. It was his dream. You feel me? And now he's here. So it's like, man, what?
It's too early to judge Redick, but I said before the season started, I kind of like the fact that they got a new coach, but we need time to see how he coaches.
Yeah. Hey, he was over there nervous as a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
It was a point.
I'm glad he got the win out the way, man.
Yeah. He was nervous. I could see it though in his face and his body language. I could tell he was like, nervous because Lakers fans, we don't cut no slack. Boy, you start losing games, we start sending death threats.
And people want Redick, so he gonna have it hard if he don't do good.
Real hard. I remember Danny Green, man. They had that dude so shook up. They would send the dude death threats and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even if you got the game on the line as a Laker, man, you better hit that shot. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, we come from Kobe. You feel me? You coming after Kobe? Shit, we got high expectations.
Man, niggas come to the Lakers, they be nervous. They don't do shit for us.
Man, nothing. They be good everywhere else though, but it's a lot of pressure. You feel me? It's too much pressure for a lot of dudes. Gilbert Arenas said he didn't come to the Lakers for that thing. He had talked to Kobe. Kobe wanted him to come to the Lakers. He had the opportunity, but he was like, man, too much pressure. Ended up going to Orlando. Ended up going to Orlando, man. But yeah, man, it's some good games on tomorrow. I don't know if we should probably just go over them tomorrow or something, or just
All right.
Check out the Discord.
I wasn't even gonna go live, but I'm like, man, it's the end of the month. I got to. Then we over there talking sports. Why not come talk sports over here?
For real, yeah. They always got you talking sports over there, and then half of them will come to the sports channel.
Yeah.
But, we're starting to get better. We're starting to get more up there. I'm starting to get more comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm starting to talk my shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't so scared to come on the camera no more, show my face. You know what I'm saying? So, it's getting easier, and these plays, they're gonna start getting easier too. And we constantly having winners. In the Discord, like I said, we might not, have a good day every day, but we try, not to have a bad week or a bad month. So yeah, you might see a bad day here or there, but most likely you won't see a bad week. You won't see a bad month.
I've noticed that. Anything less is a championship is unacceptable. Anything less than a championship is unacceptable. By who? The Lakers?
Yeah, the Lakers. So, yeah.
I mean, we do feel like that, but we don't crucify them. We be worried about making the playoffs with them bombs.
Yeah.
Now the Dodgers, we ain't accepting nothing less than a championship, and we don't even get that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go, DJ. Have fun tonight, man.
Yes, sir. I did too. I had fun coming on the other one, talking my shit too.
You pissed people off.
I know I did. That mean I did my job. You feel me?
But they selectively politicked against you because Keystone and KP came on here and they disagreed with him, but They talking about leaving the channel because of you and all that shit. Oh,
Who
well,
said that?
not leaving the channel, but signing out. I'm
I'm
getting
sorry a
off.
lot because I was
Mm.
right. You feel me? If it gets you that much in your feelings, that means that I'm right. Nobody had like. First of all, you got to understand that I'm trained in this. You feel me? Like I'm trained in debate. You know what I'm saying? So I can debate with the best of them. But I give everybody the opportunity and respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could come up. We can have a respectable conversation. I'm not gonna cut you off while you talk. Don't cut me off while I talk, and we can have, you know what I mean, a civil, you know what I'm saying, conversation. But I didn't see nobody in the chat that opposed anything that I was saying as far as facts and factual. You know what I mean? Nobody said I was lying. Nobody could prove that I was lying, and nobody had a direct counter argument. It was just their feelings. That's what I be saying. Black people, we get caught up in our feelings. You know what I mean? And you know that's why we be always late to the party. You feel me?
Rob said the party not stopping.
It's not.
Hey, I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching, man. Try
All
to
right,
get y'all video out tomorrow. All right. Later.
all right.